Media is everywhere. It is on our phones, our computers and laptops, on television, on public transport, at shopping centers, everywhere. Whether we like it or not, we encounter media on a regular basis and will inevitably be influenced by it. Moreover, one does not have to be an expert to recognize that, subconsciously, media is forming the way in which people look at themselves and the world around them. Body image is especially relevant in the context of media because beautiful bodies are often used for advertisement purposes. From gluten-free cereal to a car rental service, adverts often show retouched images of female or male models or celebrities who constantly work on their appearance. Looking at such ads, it is hard not to get self-conscious about one's appearance, whether it is the body, skin, or hair. Therefore, the influence of media, regardless of its form and method of transfer, is detrimental in establishing a negative perception of the population's body image. Researchers have extensively studied the connections between the active engagement of people with different forms of media and their perceptions of their bodies. A recent study by Hogue and Mills found that engagement with attractive peers on social media increased negative perceptions of body image. The research included 143 young women from York University and concluded that people's comparisons with individuals of better appearance on social media could lower females' body image concerns. Such findings allow with the previous recommendation that body image gets lower when individuals view images of women who are considered attractive by the social standard. This points to the need to establish body image media literacy programs to highlight the adverse effects of media use. In this context, media literacy refers to the ability of a person to understand when information is needed, as well as recognize how to evaluate, locate, and use it. This points to the need to educate the public about a healthy relationship with the media and how it can be managed. As the world relies heavily on media, the population is bombarded by the images of successful people who have worked on their image for years and even decades. The main issue within this is not the fact that famous people have invested time, effort, and money into themselves. Rather, the key problem is that the standard for beauty that is being set is unobtainable for the general public. The way in which many media personalities look is not realistic not only because of heavy makeup or years of exercising but also due to heavy retouching of their images. There are multiple instances in which companies have been caught retouching their advertisements that should have shown realistic images. For example, a skincare brand Dove has admitted to retouching their advertisements, the message of which was real beauty. Dove faced significant backlash when it turned out that the images were photoshopped to make them more appealing to the target audience. Turns out, even real beauty is being modified on media, with people expected to believe corporations, which, in turn, harms their personal self-perception. While expecting that TV, advertisements, and posts on social media would become 100% truthful is unrealistic expectations, it is important to voice the concerns about their impact. The airbrushed images of models or actors cause unhealthy habits in vulnerable individuals, especially younger people. Some of the pressing concerns regarding the adverse impact of media have been associated with eating disorders that develop as a result of unrealistic expectations about one's body. For instance, anorexia nervosa is an eating disorder characterized by a perceptual issue called body dysmorphia. It refers to a misalignment between the way a person looks and the way they think they look. Despite being quite slim, people with anorexia feel that they are overweight and try to lose more weight by refusing to eat or overexercising. Bulimia nervosa is a disorder during which individuals control their weight through fasting or purging, although the condition is harder to spot compared to anorexia. Therefore, apart from general emotional distress, the unrealistic images on media exacerbate the psychological condition to such a degree that a serious intervention could be needed. Media is here to stay. People will continue being exposed to unrealistic images because the latter are the driving force for advertising and making money. However, there is a high need to educate the population, especially younger people, that they are not expected to look the same as the retouched and airbrushed celebrities. It is imperative for young people to understand that media is only a part of society and will never represent it to the fullest extent. However, one of the main goals is to foster an environment of acceptance that celebrates the diversity of appearance, thought, life choices, and perspectives. In the wake of the recent global turmoil, we should all aim our strength at creating something positive rather than focusing on the negative. Everything you need for studies, essay samples, writing tools, and tips, you can find at studycorgi.com.